Hi, everyone. This is Jacqui Cooper with JCooperTravels, and today I'm here with Dr. Brown. I'm very excited to be talking about this topic because we are all starting to travel soon. And one of the things that I know, because of technology being what it is, now as we travel, we can actually take a lot of the things that we need with us. So Dr. Brown is going to be talking more about things that we might want to think about taking as our little travel emergency pack. But before we get onto our topic of the night or day, I wanted to kind of reintroduce what Jake Cooper Travels is all about, especially for those that might be new to our talk show. I started it a number of months ago, and I'm in the travel space. I'm also an attorney. I'm also an entrepreneur, and I love to take personal trips. So as I traveled around the world, I was meeting new people, and I really enjoyed my trips. But obviously COVID happened, and so with that, I realized that we travel in a lot of different ways. We travel in our careers, we travel in our personal lives. So Jake Cooper Travels actually has expanded, and it's also now about how do we travel in our careers, our finance, our health and wellness, as well as in our geographical travels. But today is a topic that's close to my heart because we're going to be talking about taking a plane trip and going other places and actually moving about. Dr. Brown, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate your being on. For those that aren't aware of your background, why don't you share a little bit, and then we'll get into our topic for the day.
All right. Thank you, Jackie. I'm Dr. Tiffany Brown. I'm a naturopathic doctor. And how I got here is I had my own health issues and I was going from doctor to doctor and they were doing what they were supposed to be doing, but I wasn't seeing the results. So I looked into the natural community and to see what they were doing. And it was overwhelming of everything they were doing. So I just tried one thing and I saw results. So I knew I didn't fix myself. So I was looking for other naturopathic doctors, herbalists, or anyone who dealt with the natural community that was in my area, and there was no one. So I was like, okay, I can do this. I can go to school and do this. So 4 years later, here I am. I have an online platform where I can see people from anywhere that help them with any health issues.
So today, as I said, it's a topic close to my heart. It's all about travel. But I know because of technology now, we can actually bring a lot of the health devices along that can help us when we travel. And if we do have health concerns, what devices do you think that we might want to consider bringing on a trip?
Yeah, first, a pulse oximeter is an excellent choice because I know because some people still may be having health issues from COVID because they had some little squalors after the COVID hit symptoms they had, and or just even people who just have health issues in general. A pulse ox will help with their heartbeats. They'll tell them how many heartbeats it should be per minute. So 60 to 100 is good for people who's sedentary or does some exercises. Your athletes might be a little lower than that, but it's good to have because you once you out and you're traveling, and if you feel lightheaded or whatever, I think a pulse ox will be perfect, and it also reach your oxygen saturation also. So you kind of want that above 90, and that's kind of scary for some people because they might feel lightheaded, and they'll have a pulse ox next and pop it on right there. They don't have to wait for anybody to come.
So, if you use a pulse oximeter, and you see that your oxygen levels, maybe are healthy or maybe are not healthy, what should you do if they're not healthy? What kind of things should you do?
Yeah, so if it's not healthy, you want to take a deep breath in and calm down and see, just breathe real deep and normal about 3 or 4 times to see if you can get your pulse to come up, the beats per minute to come up, or if your oxygen saturation to come up. If it doesn't, in a minute or two, and you see that you're breathing erratic and you just don't feel right, then you want to alert somebody to call 911 or get help, from wherever it's close.
So, what's another, and are those pulse oximeters, are they expensive, by the way?
No, they're not expensive at all, and you can buy them from Walmart or any drugstore. or Amazon is wherever you kind of want to order them.
What about another machine that maybe we might want to think about taking with us?
Yeah. So they got this new device, and it's probably been out for about a year. It's called an electrocardiogram, and it's portable, and it's really, really small device. And it's an app, and it's an app you can link it to your phone. So when anytime you feel lightheaded or whatever, you just put your two fingers on it in a few seconds, and it'll read your heart, the rhythms of your heart. And it's really neat. And it just got a screen. You can print off the print reading of it, and also it'll alert you. It like ding if there is a problem.
Interesting. And so again, if you have a problem, you should contact your cardiologist.
Yeah,
Now, what's another instrument or device we should have?
yeah. So I think a blood sugar monitor is perfect, because once you out and you've been enjoying, life a little too much, where you at? Because sometimes we like to party, and you do things or eat more than what we should eat, or consume things that's not really on our diet. A blood sugar machine would be perfect, for those quick checks. They got some really small ones now, and they got that you can check real quick if you just feeling like you're lightheaded, or some people know if they got like a little sugar high going on, that they can check it, or if the sugar's low, they can check it, and then they can know, okay, let me have something to eat.
So that sounds like that's the easy solution, is sometimes making sure that you have the right diet. And what's the last device that you had suggested that we look at carrying with us in our travel backpack?
A panic attack detector.
And what is that?
I think it's really neat, because some people have a panic attack and they don't even know it's coming, and it scares people around them. And so it kind of automatically, like people who like have panic attacks like kind of regularly, it'd be nice to have it, just so if one is coming, it'll sense your body's changing atmosphere, the temperature, and it's everything about it. It is sensing and let you know, okay, a panic attack is about to happen.
Okay, so is there a way now to stop the panic attack once you know that it's there?
Yeah, usually if you have a friend or somebody's with you, they can kind of talk to you about breathing and breathe with you and try to calm you down, to try to see if we can reverse that panic attack before it hits. Or if it doesn't, then they can kind of get you to a safe place to set you down, fan you, and and kind of allow it to you to go through the process of it. Sometimes you just can't stop it.
So I guess the other thing, by having the panic attack detector, it will maybe give you insight as to what your triggers are.
That
So
can
that
be.
way you might be able to help prevent that from
Mhm.
the future.
Yeah.
So is that, I think you had mentioned in the notes you shared with me, is that connected to the Apple Watch, or is that something different?
Yeah, that's something different. I don't think they quite have that on the Apple Watch quite yet. But the other ones that I've listed is besides I don't think the glucose monitor is either yet. But the other two, the first two, the EKG, the electrocardiograph, and the pulse ox are on the Apple Watches. So those are excellent. Just you can buy one device, and just have that. But I think eventually that the Apple Watch probably will have other health devices attached to it, because they just techie like that.
I think you're right. I think you're definitely right. Any last minute, I know that we're all going to be traveling. I know when I travel, I always take a mini first aid kit, just because I don't know, you know, if I'm going to be next to a pharmacy, if I'm going to need a Band-Aid, if I'm going to need, like, for blisters or things like that. But any last minute things that you can think of for a travel kit?
Yeah, like you said, the first aid things, and there's some things on the website that maybe that you can, like, for ointments. And if you have like scars, or somebody with you that might be has a scar, so there's some different ointments on the website that you can really purchase that it kind of helps soothe scars and cool them down and stuff like that. So I think that'd be a good addition, as well as the medical.
So the website that you're talking about, is that the website connected with your office?
Yes, yes, it is the full script website.
Okay, the full script. So why don't you go ahead and share again how people can connect with you, so that way they can have a free consultation with you, especially if they're going to travel. It's really important to sometimes
Mhm.
plan in advance, and that way you always have things in your, your home before you leave. So
Yeah.
what's your website again?
My website is indiehealthcalls.com in the corner. And on there, you can call me or email me, and we can set up a scheduled time to consult to see, what maybe if you think you don't know what you might need medical wise, and maybe I can give you some options, and we can go on a full script account and order a couple of things for your medical kit to take with you.
Yep, for sure. And again, everyone, that contact information will be in the block below. Again, definitely subscribe and like to the J. Cooper Travel Show, because Dr. Brown and I are having continuing conversations about different health topics that can help you when you travel or even when you're at home. And as a naturopathic doctor, Dr. Brown is also extremely good at talking to you about how to keep healthy in I want to say a non-medical way, from the perspective of being, naturally oriented. So all with, the good information that she has. Thank you, Dr. Brown, for being on today. I look forward to our next conversation.
All right. Thank you, Jacqui.